People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now. Welcome to the American Dream.
The American Dream.
You're watching The American Dream.
The American Dream.
Showing you the real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
Let's get this party started right now.
Let's go do this.
It is heating up once again.
We're the Davids going up against the Goliath. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts.
The staple of the neighborhood. Can't wait to present it to you.
It's all about lifestyle.
In your community.
That's what this show, The American Dream, is all about. Cheers to your American Dream.
Welcome to Wiley Creek at Llewellyn Farms, a sprawling 380-acre paradise where unforgettable memories take flight as they offer an unmatched duck hunting experience and also the home of a dream wedding venue. So come with me as we explore everything that Wiley Creek has to offer. I am your host, Adrienne Freeman, and this is The American Dream. Peggy, thank you so much for having us up here. We have honestly had a blast. Good. Looking all over your place. Good. I would love to know a history. How has the farm evolved?
My husband traded for 5 acres just right up on this knob back in the early 90s. And he built the lake down over the hill in exchange for that. So it was probably about 13 transactions to get to 380
Wow,
acres.
okay.
And it was all woods with no utilities of any kind and no infrastructure, no fencing.
One of the really great things we got to experience this morning was a duck hunt.
Right.
Tell me what a morning here looks like. What does a duck hunt look like?
So you can start shooting 30 minutes before sunrise. So set the clock back another hour from then is when they need to be here by. So they'll check in with us. We'll go over the rules, the safety, things that they need to know, just what's going to happen during their experience. They'll have a guide and a dog with them and be set out down there. And then starting before sunrise, they're going to be shooting ducks.
After they limit it out on their ducks, tell everybody what happens next.
So once a group is limited out, we'll bring them back up to the top of the hill to our pavilion, and we'll have breakfast ready for them. We have a big country breakfast with biscuits, gravy, farm fresh eggs, sausage. It's raised on the farm, all the pigs are raised on the farm, all that kind of stuff. The conclusion then, obviously, we settle up with a customer. They'll either get their ducks that they shot, or they can swap them out for ducks that we have kept in inventory, and they're breasted out and vacuum packed and frozen, so they can take them in a little bag and take them home and not have to clean their ducks.
Is there lodging here? Is there a place that they can stay?
2, yes. One we call the farmhouse. It's a 3-bedroom house, very nice with a beautiful view, has its own game room, and that'll sleep up to like 5 people. And then we have the barn, which has a huge game room in the middle of it, and then a total of 7 bedrooms on the main floor, and then a 2-bedroom apartment above that. It'll sleep up to 20.
Well, we had an absolute blast. So there's an entire wedding side to this as well. So I'd love to walk over and show everybody what the wedding side looks like as well.
Sure.
Let's check it out. Peggy, this is an absolutely gorgeous space. What do you think it is that brings brides from all around the world to this facility?
We can do up to 200 people here.
Nice.
So we have a variety. The view is really tremendous up here all times of year.
It's gorgeous.
It's always pretty. And then my staff, they're awesome. They all care about their brides. They want their day to be day that they'll remember their whole lives.
I think what I love the most about your space is that whether you're the bride or the groom, you have something for both of them.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not overly feminine, but it's not overly manly. I mean, it really does speak to the bride and the groom. And there's so much beauty here on top of that, that it's easy to see that it's just an unforgettable day for the bride and groom.
That's what we want it to be, just perfect for them.
Well, I appreciate you having us so much.
Oh, thank
I mean,
you.
Thank you. It's been a fun day. It's been an amazing experience. You guys have done a great job.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. We're glad you could come.
Thank you. From the adventurous duck hunts to the elegant weddings and all the fun farm animals, it is easy to see why people love Llewellyn Farms. I am your host, Adrienne Freeman, and we will see you next time on The American Dream.
Welcome to the American Dream. We're here in Sea Pines today on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina's Low Country. We have a special day planned. I want to show you a boat used to be owned by Dennis Connor, who sailed it in the New Zealand America's Cup Challenge. After that, I want to take you to a very unique listing that will show you what the lifestyle will be like here living in Hilton Head, South Carolina. I'm your host, Christy Bender. Come on, let's go. I'm here with Peter Ovens, captain of the Stars and Stripes, one of the America's Cup boats. And we've got a great day to go out sailing, don't we?
Yes, we do. A nice breeze, a nice westerly breeze.
Excellent. So Peter, tell me, why do you do this?
I guess it was born into me. My father was a sailor, and I've been doing it for 70 years now.
So it's
And
your DNA.
It's a habit, yeah. And it's lovely. I mean, you know, clean air out here, and you know, it's very, very nice.
What
Anyway.
skill set do you think is essential for a captain, you know, competing in high-stakes races?
The most important part is reading the wind and the waves, and not many people can do it.
So it's part gift, part
It is
skill.
part gift, mostly gift.
So I understand that this boat's been modified since it was a racing boat that Dennis
Right.
Connor used in the America's Cup Challenges.
Right.
So what type of modifications were done to the
Well,
vessel?
the major modification was an engine. Our currents here are so strong you have to have an engine. And then certain boats you could sail in and out of the harbor, but not this one. The other one is that the keel goes up and down because it's so shallow here. In other words, we're sitting in the mud even with the keel up sometimes.
So that sounds like a significant modification.
Yeah, it's significant.
So let me ask you, what do you think has probably been one of the most challenging moments that you and your crew have had on the Stars and Stripes, and how did you overcome it?
I would say probably we were out in heavy winds and a stormy day, but all of a sudden the wind went from 30 miles an hour to 60
Wow.
and tore the sails to shreds.
Uh-oh.
And we had trouble getting them down because they weren't connected anymore, so we had to send someone up to pull them down in the 60-mile-an-hour winds.
So I've got a question for you, Peter. Do you let people that are boarding the boat actually crew it?
Yes, we do. That's one of the most important parts.
Do they get to use the grinders?
You use the grinders and actually steer the boat.
Well, we're excited to go out on the Stars and Stripes. Should we go ahead and board?
Yeah, great.
And now we've arrived, having driven down the peninsula to 70 Brahms Point, a double waterfront estate. We've got the Calabogie Sound, part of the intra-coastal waterway, in front of the property. And at the rear of the property, we have the Broad Creek with spectacular views, an infinity pool, and a deep water dock. Let's go inside and take a look. The main floor showcases reclaimed heart of pine planks, which expand throughout the home. For the discerning gourmand, just look at this kitchen with a 6-burner red enamel and brass stove oven and matching exhaust. The oak cabinets in the kitchen were crafted in Italy, installed by Italian craftsmen, and are adorned with a substone counter. It's perfect for entertaining. The primary suite is located on the home's second level along the back of the house. The French doors open onto a covered deck overlooking the infinity pool with water views. The suite includes spa-like amenities, a spacious walk-in closet with center island, a 6-foot soaking tub, a walk-in shower, and 2 standalone oversized vanities outfitted with the utmost comfort in mind. The property boasts of a beautiful waterfront guest house with 2 bedrooms and a charming cottage you could use as an office, an artist studio, or personal gym, creating a unique retreat-like experience. 70 Brahms Point embraces the spirit of the Lowcountry and splendor of a modern waterfront home. Thank you for joining me today for this episode of American Dream TV. I hope you enjoyed seeing some unique parts of what Hilton Head has to offer. See you next time.
There are close to over 2 million car accidents that occur in Georgia every single year. Out of those accidents, there's over 8,000 fatalities, and over 740,000 people sustain major injuries as a result of those accidents. Today, we're going to meet a Devil Dog Marine that is making a huge impact on healing victims of major car accidents and sports injuries. I'm Gianni Cerretani, the mortgage godfather, and we're in Cobb County, where we're going to visit Marietta Rehab Center, and proprietor Dr. Jason Weeks is going to share his journey with us. We're also going to get to tour his facility. You never know who we're going to run into because he does treat a lot of interesting characters. This is Financing the American Dream. Dr. Weeks, thanks for having us today, brother.
Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming by.
Absolutely. So I have to know, how did you go from Devil Dog Marine to a chiropractor? Tell us about that.
So I was stationed in Hawaii and was playing rugby with the Hawaii Harlequins, and happened to be actually playing a match. I'd been out for about 6 months. My intent was to stay in Hawaii and go to college there. And a young couple approached me after a match and asked me what I was doing and if I had ever thought about being a chiropractor. So I moved to Atlanta to attend Life University, and I ended up a chiropractor.
So you mentioned Life University. Life University, obviously, their main focus is chiropractors. They're literally in your backyard. With them spitting out so many chiropractors here in Georgia, you have a lot of competition. What separates you from all the other chiropractors?
That's funny. We're probably in the most chiropractically dense zip code on the planet, literally. I think there's one directly across the street from us, less than a half a block away. You know what? We've been here 23 years. We've served the Cobb community, you know, for a good length of time here, and just kind of established ourselves as one of the kind of premier accident clinics. I've got a specialty in sports injury and biomechanics as well, so people are getting banged up playing ice hockey, they're getting banged up playing rugby, they're getting banged up doing jiu-jitsu and training. So yeah, I've by accident always chosen the activities that kind of generate my patient base, you know, while I'm
ironic term, accident, right?
Right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Awesome, man. So I'd love to show you around.
Let's go check it out.
Okay. Awesome. Let's do it. And let's show you one of the other things that makes this office unique. We've got, oh look, we've got Joe Elmore here.
What's up? Right, man. What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
How you doing?
So Joe Elmore is been a patient for about 17 years, and also a close friend and training partner. BKFC fighter, bare knuckle, local MMA star, also a close friend. Been treating him and taking care of his injuries and keeping him in the ring and on the mat for about 17 years now.
So what is he hooked up to? Talk about this.
So this is a Game Ready device. This is one of the things that makes the office unique as well. We've got some equipment here that a lot of conventional clinics don't have. The Game Ready device allows for cryo and moist heat at the same time. The only other Game Ready clinical device like this is up in Flowery Branch at the Falcons facility.
So, Hitman, what's going on, brother? What are you up to these days?
Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to go back to the gym tonight, put in a little action, man. I got some sparring, some stuff at Torch MMA.
Cool. Well, would it be cool if we follow you there and check it out?
Oh, dude, I would love it, man. You gotta follow me, check it out.
You know, as a high-level fighter, you're constantly getting injured. Tell me why you decided to choose Dr. Weeks.
Well, first off, he's war dog. Hoorah. He served our country. He was a Marine. Just glad to get back to our Marines. But also, he's a rugby player. He played hockey, combat sports. We related. We actually were training partners. I was injured one day. He told me to come to his office, and it made training easier. And him understanding how to get me back, what I needed, not telling me not to participate.
Just recently, you transitioned from MMA to bare-knuckle fighting and have started training at Torch MMA. Tell me a little bit about that transition and why you chose Torch to train at.
Well, let me start with telling you why Torch. You know, Jason Weeks, again, he gave back to his country. Torch, the representation of what they are, is giving back, passing the torch. So we have kids programs, youth programs. Also, they're close to my community. Well, bare knuckle becoming a fast-growing sport and a combat sport. I'm a striker, I'm a country boy. And me getting the chance to take it back to that fisticuffs, the respect of the Queen's rule. The old school. The old school. And I get to be the legend. I get to be Hitman. I'm the new Chuck Liddell, and I get to create a new combat sport for a new generation. And the kids I get to train here at Torch, it's amazing. I get to pass it on to them and maybe make a difference in their life. And they look up to me, the fighter. So it's just amazing, well-rounded, just all together. I love it.
As a competitive athlete at 45 years old, I can tell you how important it is to have good healers in your corner. And I'm so grateful for Dr. Jason Weeks, who's always been in my corner. In fact, I drive an hour and a half just to seek his care. So thank you for opening up your facility today. I also want to thank Joe the Hitman 187 Elmore. What the heck? This is Gianni Cerretani. The more gets enough of this.
This has been another episode of Financing the American Dream.
I'm Lexi Blevins, your favorite luxury realtor and the host of the American Dream TV. Today we're in downtown Smyrna visiting one of my favorite spots, Conceit Nail and Beauty Studio. I think we can all agree that my nails need a little bit of love, so we're gonna head on inside and get a manicure. We also get an opportunity today to talk to Quinice Arnold, who is the owner of Conceit Nail and Beauty Studios. Let's go get pampered. We're back in Conceit Nail and Beauty Studios in Smyrna Market Village with Quinice Arnold, who is the owner here. I would love to know what made you want to take the step into entrepreneurship, specifically in the beauty industry.
Yeah, so I've just always been a natural entrepreneur, even from selling lemonade at my little stand, raking leaves. I was a little babysitter. I've always just had an entrepreneurial spirit. I used to work for a national hair brand as a spokesmodel. And I guess you could say I got bit by the bug from all that I learned about the beauty industry, and how transformative it is and how powerful it is to help people feel good about themselves and the ripple effect it has on our community. I said, why are we not applying these practices to the nail world? And little by little, the pieces of the puzzle just came together. When I was younger, I used to take care of my grandfather's toenails. when I was a little girl. Flash forward, when I was in prom, I actually did all of the nails for my friends. And I remember in that very moment saying like, this is fun, like I could do this for the rest of my life. And I didn't know that that was planting the seed for me having my own nail business today.
So I know that you purchased this conceit from the former owner.
Yes.
How did that merger come about? How did you decide to invest in an already existing business and take it over?
Oh yeah, and that is just a story of resilience and just showing up and doing right by people. I've always been in the service industry, from selling timeshares, doing auto, and then I got into the real estate world, which I still love. New construction is my specialty. However, when you're good at it, you run out of things to sell fast. And that was my problem. So I would sell a community, and while I'm waiting on the builder to break ground, just looking for a way to stay connected and meet new people, I would do nails. I would work in different nail salons all over the city, just looking for a way to be a creative outlet. And when I worked at this particular location, I was able to build a really good rapport with the owner, whom when she decided to move back to Vietnam, she called me and said, hey Q, everybody loves you. Would you like to take over the shop? So I put my little pennies together. I told my husband, strap in, because we're gonna do something new and something different. And now we've been here for 2 years, and I'm just so thankful for the support I have from the community, and just we're ready to just keep doing more and scaling up and bringing more value to everyone.
So for our viewers out there that are thinking about taking the leap into entrepreneurship, buying that business, stepping out, do you have any advice for them? Looking back once you've done all this?
Yes, I would say just go for it. You know, time is gonna fly by anyway. You don't wanna look back on your years spent with regret. And you know, the future is gonna twist and turn. So why not just bet on yourself? In my experience, yes, it's had some challenges, but the outcome has been so worth it. It's so rewarding. And you know, you actually have people, whether you know it or not, who wanna support you. You just have to be open to it. Like even having this conversation with this amazing realtor and superstar and friend and just great person all around that we all love so very much. If you have a dream, if it's something you want to do, look around you. I'm sure it's people that's going to help you get there, and then just do it. There's nothing to it but to do it.
I just had an absolutely amazing experience at your salon. My nails look amazing.
Yes. Here at Conceit Nails, we pride ourselves on having the largest assortment of nail art in all of Smyrna. So whether you like bling, you like foils, marble, whatever you can think of, we'll get you close.
Thank you so much for watching with us today. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this episode, and the next time you happen to be in Smyrna Market Village, you swing by and get your nails done at Conceit.
Give me your hand and we will take good care of you.
Yes, yes, they will.
Don't need no therapist, there's nothing like wine.
It is a hot day here in North Georgia, and I am excited to be at Big Door Vineyards and having some wine. Oh, Chelsea who ran to the rescue to give me some wine and cool me off. I'm your host, Jeremy Smith.
I'm your host, Chelsea Hurin.
Welcome to another episode of American Dream.
Welcome to Big Door Vineyards.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you. So nice to meet you, Rodney.
This is our Blanc du Bois, our estate white.
This is a great one. So today we have the pleasure of meeting with Rodney Aldridge, one of the founders and owners here at Big Door Vineyards. And thanks for having us. This place is beautiful, and we got a beautiful day for it.
Thanks for coming.
So how did this place come about with you and your original other founder, with Ray?
My partners, one of my partners here is Ray Parker, and we've been best friends since we were 9 years old. And I knew he made great wine and was good at growing grape. I thought, I could turn it into a winery. He shows up the next day with his suitcases and never went home.
Amazing.
So that was in September of 2014.
So how did Big Door come about?
when Ray was planting up there, I had saved one giant tree. It was a big oak tree shaped like a V, you know how they come out from the same base. And Ray said, Rodney, if you cut this tree down, I could plant 3 more acres of grapes. This thing is huge. I said, no, Ray, it took God 100 years to grow that tree. I'm not going to cut it down. The next day after that conversation, lightning struck that tree and split it in half.
No.
Yes. And I said, this is, and Ray called me up, God's on my side. So I said, this is too big of a coincidence. So I just said, let's see what we can do with that wood. So I said, let's make a big giant door and commemorate it. It'll be a great story. And we'll say when a girl gets married here, she has to pass through the big doors to her new life. And so that's been sort of our wedding theme.
So tell me about the best friend's grape you have and the story of that.
These are all hybrid grapes. The oldest grape in the country is the Lenoir at the top of the hill. It was one of the first wine grapes that could live below 1,000 feet here. And they developed, a man named Munson at the turn of the century developed the Lamanto grape. And what we discovered is that when you blend the two grapes, it'll taste very much like one grape or the other until you hit this magic spot. It takes on a whole new character that's better than either one. And so we got the idea to blend it that way, and we call it best friends, because like Ray and I, they're better together than apart. Yeah. Here at Big Door Vineyards, we're known for the mini type wine we sell, but we have fruit wines and some California wines, but we're most famous for what we grow and produce right here. You're walking among the grapes that actually go to produce the wines that we showed you down there. This one is our Blanc du Bois, which is actually grown right over there, over that hill.
And this right now, does this serve as your helicopter landing? I hear that there's some helicopters that come here.
Our friend Ron, who loves to come in on the weekends in his helicopter. So helicopters welcome.
Perfect, perfect. I know Chelsea, that's a thing that Chelsea always likes. She's always, flying around in some helicopter doing something, so I'm sure if we see a helicopter today, she'll be the first one in it. And thank you again for the tour today. This has been a really awesome experience, and we love anywhere that we can go and have a nice glass of wine and relax, enjoy some beautiful scenery and some good people.
And we got some great music coming up soon.
Great music.
And great stories. Thank you guys so much for joining us on another episode of The American Dream. We have had so much fun today, enjoying this beautiful vineyard.
It's been a great time. I'm your host, Jeremy Smith.
And I'm your host, Chelsea Horan.
We're about to fly out of here with Ron Dobbs of Blue Ridge Helicopter Tours. I'm a little nervous, but I think it's gonna be fun, and you better not let me down.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.